You are listening to the Lucha Central Podcast Network. And now, LuchaCentral.com presents Masks, Mats, and Mayhem.
I'm going to leave it in the other box.
How about you bend over and I put something in your fart box? Okay, Byron.
Welcome to another edition of Mass, Max, and Mayhem. I am your announcer, Justin Outlaw, and this show is being hosted this week by @Byron Fever. Hi, Byron. Say hello.
Hi, Justin. Hey, welcome everyone at Byron Fever. Hit me up
Justin,
on Venmo. At Byron
I want to know,
Venmo.
Was Byron okay at being a host last week, Case?
No, he wasn't the host. Taz was the host.
Taz. The human suplex machine was hosting the show last week?
Yeah. And Byron was just
Byron was the human centipede machine.
Yeah, exactly. He's the back one.
This is super weird that I'm back in the Cleveland location for this show, and it is a one night only thing. I literally just flew here for the day, and I'm flying back to Charlotte, where I was this morning, tomorrow. So strange. This is what happens when you get vaccinated. People just expect you to start making towns like the second you get shots.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of which, who's this guy?
And we'd like to welcome in longtime MMMshow co-host, the Jimmy V at the Jimmy V. How's it going, Jimmy?
Going all right. It's good to be back. And speaking of shots, got mine, and I'm all good. So
yeah, we were just talking about that. I'm in Cleveland literally for today because now that I've been vaccinated, people just expect me to fly and make towns and do all sorts of stuff immediately. No rest for the dead, or not dead, I guess in this case.
For
Byron,
now.
So Byron, you basically failed at hosting last week and you let Taz take over. Is that what happened?
Oh, I did my best. I was about 3 words in, and then Taz started yelling, and then what'd he do with that, you know?
Well,
you can't.
I know I was cutting in and out when I was burying Evil East last week. I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize that you guys didn't get to hear everything, and I've calmed down. I've calmed down so much now. Like I don't hate Evie anymore. I'm not super hot. I'm not super mad.
Woosah. Yeah, we've moved on to apathetic at this point.
Woosah. No, here's the thing.
Is it really apathetic, or just more like I don't feel like discussing her at all anymore?
It's apathy or Schadenfreude. Yeah.
I mean the Mickey James
right,
the Mickey James thing got me to a certain point where I was just like.
To be fair, Mickey James did post a picture of Evil East.
Okay, so
well, look, for those who don't know, everyone, go ahead, Byron. You explain it. I'll let you do this because maybe you'll get this part right. Go ahead.
I'll do this, and that way you can zen a little bit more before you get heated about what you're going to say about it.
Reheat him now.
But what happened was, when people get fired, or maybe when it's only the female employees get let go from WWE, they put your stuff in a trash bag, put it in a box, send it to you, it is what it is. It's not the nicest thing, but it's also.
Where are you leaving things?
So Mickey James posted a picture of hers, saying thanks, pretty much just because it was a metaphor for the last 3 years that she was employed there. Other people took it a different way. Like it was a huge PR nightmare, and there was huge apologies. It became a whole ordeal, right? And
I love Steph's apology that she didn't just call Mickey. It's not like she doesn't have the woman's phone number, or she could call Nick Aldis or anything. It's like these people are in the business. You can get their phone numbers. You can just make a personal phone call. No, she made she made the very, very public tweet and apologized for it, which is still fine. Like I'm not mad at her for doing it. But also, it was a little bit PR protection as well. Let's be honest.
I think she had to. I think Hunter also had to, but they should have also done the phone call. Mickey had a great response where she said, it's all good. This was a bit of an oversight. I definitely took it a lot more personal 10 years ago when it first happened. But this isn't really meant for someone to get fired over, because they said they fired someone, Mark Carrano, over it. But then Mickey threw this little after I saw on Reddit, someone put it beautifully, where she went in for the hug and then shivved Stephanie as soon as she got close, where she's said all the nice stuff. And then she goes, yeah, it's what really got me about it was just, such a metaphor for my booking over the last 3 years with your company. And
which, look, when they first brought her back, the booking was really good, and she was doing stuff with Alexa, and we knew she wasn't going to be like the top of the division at any point in time. That wasn't why she was there.
She was putting the stars over. She did something with Asuka, right?
Yeah, she helped out a lot of the girls along the way, and everybody was really, really happy to have her in the locker room. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people are trashing the whole, letting her go during COVID, this, that, or the other thing. Realistically speaking, this is exactly the point in time when I thought they would release Mickie James again anyway. I don't think that it was like some rude thing or whatever. It was like, I believe they brought her back for a 3 or 4 year life cycle in the first place. I mean, that's kind of been their MO with people like her in the past. And I was happy that she got that run. And I think she knew as well that, that run wasn't going to last forever. She wasn't going to be some, natty that probably will get to stay in the ring her entire career. Like, nobody gets to do that anymore unless you're really, that's another fine question. But
she has pictures of somebody.
And but I mean, she has a certain lineage, and she's been around the business a long time.
She's also really good behind the scenes, and she definitely is someone you could count on to throw Ronda Rousey or someone like that.
She also plays the game backstage too, and I don't think Mickie. Yeah. I think Mickie has some influence, but I don't think Mickie was really a key player or whatever. And they weren't banking on her for the future, so I get it.
Start on Teddy Hart's cousin.
So
you're gonna get murdered.
So anyway, that whole thing happened, and a lot of people took the trash bag thing as a personal insult, and really. You're a multi-million, billion, whatever dollar entertainment company. You could have an actual bag and a little card that says, thank you for working for us, or something nice. Good luck. Just like the tweet, you could spend an extra $5.
A WWE duffel bag, at least, I think would be appropriate. I mean, they cost
or IcoPro.
Yeah.
But they probably got a warehouse full of those.
Alex Rodriguez, when a woman is lucky enough to they get a signed baseball, they get a limo ride home. You know what I mean? Have some class.
I mean, look, the Andrade duffel bag would at least be nice. They're not selling those things anymore anyway.
So anyway, that whole thing was happening.
So I'll just leave the Evilise, Byron.
So Mickie handled everything with complete class because she knows she doesn't need the company. She has 1,000 other things
It's
going
because
on.
Mickie James is an anagram for genuine class.
Then
she's married to Nick Aldis, by the way, who is basically running NWA right now. It's not like she can't have another job in wrestling tomorrow if she wants one.
Yeah, but she's also done it for a while, and she does other stuff, and I believe they have kids. It's just like it's not her whole world. She has perspective.
She was like a bona fide country star a couple years ago. She was touring and making real money doing that before they asked her back.
Which is also probably why WWE let her go, because she didn't need them. Also
probably why they brought her back, because she was packing stadiums just doing country music.
Yeah. So someone, is there a term for what is it? There's something like if someone like Chris Jericho has a habit of this, where someone else, let's say like Orange Cassidy, this was in a promo last week, is doing good numbers and is up and coming in hot, and Jericho will work a program with him to seem relevant, or he'll work a program with MJF.
Stealing the rub?
Cherry picker.
Yeah,
cherry picking.
That sort of thing. So someone popped in to the Twitter threads and tried to do that with this whole situation, went up to tweet it at Mickie James. I don't even know if Mickie James even acknowledged or replied, and said, yeah, us women veterans in the business are really not treated well. So much disrespect. Someone said that.
Yes. Evilise said that. And here's why I am no longer hot at Evilise.
Because you don't need to be.
There is
because she made you laugh.
One single decent or nice or supportive comment on that entire thread from a WWE superstar that is trending on their main tweet. So a lot of fans are seeing this. the closest thing she got to support was two people just saying like, "Oh, what happened?" Like two people questioning it, but no one, once they were told, they weren't like, "Oh yeah, right on, Evie." I mean, just buried by her own fans in the comments of that tweet. And it was like, wow. I mean,
what do you expect when you're trying to get sympathy? First of all, you're trying to get a rub and sympathy at the same time, but then you can't ask for that when everyone has the ability to post the same clip of you not selling. Like blatantly not selling. You can't ask for sympathy and the rub, let alone just one of those things when that exists.
Well, and she spent the better part of the week trying to bury another performer.
That was so like what she could have done was not reminded people of that, and then she would have had a case. She would have had something worth.
I got no sympathy for Evilise. More like Eva trash. Okay.
So yeah, but it's like
Scotty.
Maybe do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scotty.
But it's just like, first of all, you're going to give the benefit of the doubt to a lot of the guys besides the Apple guy at AEW. But at least you'd give Evilise, you'd want to hear the explanation. But when she goes, everything like I got treated poorly because of this person and heat from this thing that happened so long ago, everyone already forgot it and got over it. They already even got over and forgot the program that resulted from it. And she has to bring it up, and she 100% looks bad. Whereas the other person is starting to do commentary for a company she doesn't even work for.
Right. The Spanish commentary, by the way.
Spanish.
But I mean, it's like, yeah, and this is a little bit what I was saying yesterday. It was like, yes, they butted heads a little bit. It happens, whatever. Who cares? They didn't get along, maybe Thunder Rosa was a little stiff with her or whatever, but I honestly, I believe that that's a sign of respect from her. I mean, she's worked with a lot of Japanese performers. If she's working snug with you, I mean, I think that's more respect of like, hey, we can actually go in here and bang. We can do some stuff and make this look real good.
Wasn't that Evie's thing that she was the baddest bitch and she'd done MMA and she was so dead hard?
Though. I mean, like, look, some people like to perform a certain way as a shoot, but it was more of Evie felt like she's the veteran and wanted to lead, and she wanted to create the style of the matches and the flow and the pacing. But
it's like maybe suck less, and I wouldn't say
that though. If you watch some of those matches with her and Diamante when they started going off in the tag division, she was leading them, and they were good.
Yeah,
I am not saying by any stretch of the imagination that Evilise doesn't know what she's doing when all this is together. When she's got her head screwed on right, she's a fabulous performer. It's one of the reasons why we kept rooting for her too. Like, man, she's starting to finally turn it on. Like, we were all afraid when she first got to AEW because those first few weeks when she got there, they weren't great. And was like, damn it, I hope she doesn't blow this opportunity. But then she slowly was putting in the work. She turned it around. She was out of the whole sphere of Thunder Rosa. They both had separate programs. They were getting individualized pushes. And then her push cooled because she was on a company. She's there on borrowed time, and they're trying to make something out of it and keep their relationships good. Evie was there on a per-use kind of contract, talking like she was actually full-time signed, even though she wasn't. And, her program cooled off a little bit. They weren't doing anything with her. And then she gets irritated and starts taking it out on Thunder Rosa. And then, your big surprise, she gets let go from the company because they're not using her. They don't have a use for her right now. Yeah. And she's rubbing people the wrong way in the back.
And also, I like her perspective, and you guys should chime in, and I'm not going to rant about Evilise anymore because I agree with all the same points. I echo everything Justin said. But also she just has such a weird perspective on reality where it's just not there. She wasn't a full-time contracted employee ever. Did she get an All Elite graphic? Maybe she did, but she was paid per.
Never did.
No, she was paid per show, So like she's on super double probation to like make it worth their while. And some people have, and some people haven't. Some people like Pineapple.
And they held off on bringing her in the first place for a long time. I mean, she was available at the same time everybody else was. She got out of her Lucha contract for the express purpose of trying to go to AEW, and they didn't take her the first time.
She was a Lucha alumni, friends with all the people, friends. Like they brought in Sunny.
I was just going to say, who they brought in instead of Evilise? They brought in Sunny Kiss, who was
Hell yeah.
green as hell and had just started in Lucha and was friends with Evie in Lucha. And they brought in Sonny instead at the beginning.
Yeah.
Way ahead of time,
Smart
way before
move.
they needed Sonny.
Smart move.
But it's a better investment, as you know, time has proven again.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Honestly,
Well,
Ivelisse is a veteran. She can go in the ring when she wants to. She can cut promos. She can do good with storylines, and she can actually be good to work with, but she's not right now.
Yeah.
So you just gotta take it with a grain of salt. Here's
My
what
whole
I'm gonna
thing,
say.
Okay.
Go ahead, Byron.
I was just gonna say my whole thing is the headline is completely wrong in this anyway, because you don't say that AEW released Ultimo Panda.
Right.
They're not booking her anymore.
Right. They're just not booking her anymore. And that's all it is. And she took it the wrong way because she thought she was on a different trajectory. I'm going to say this. I still wish her the best. As heated as I was about it last week. And I didn't like the way she was burying Mel on the way out the door. I just thought that was classless, and I still do.
Mm-hmm.
But I still wish her the best. I don't wish her any ill will. I hope that she finds a place out there. I hope she gets some stuff going on in the indies, or maybe that she finds another home, or maybe, I don't know, friggin' MLW or NWA or Impact or somebody else will put her in the locker room. And maybe, probably not. But I hope that she gets another chance. I hope that she gets another. Byron was like, yeah, Mel should book her at Mission Pro. I don't know.
I was thinking that,
but yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm Ivelisse, that's the first thing I'm trying to do. Besides see, and no offense at all, but like see a therapist or something to like sort this stuff out. And she's been going through a lot. And I don't mean that as an insult whatsoever. Like her home burnt down when she started AEW, so it's not like it's not like it's been easy for her in the slightest bit. You know, get the help that you can get on the right path. You have the talent in the ring to do what you need to do. It's all the other stuff holding you back. And then I think, you know, wrestling's got a wrestling. Go right at the biggest seat you have, make the money and the headlines you can make off of it. You know, there's more complicated stuff, and maybe it's better in the process of healing to not carny things up any more than they already are. But
yeah, I think that's part of the issue, but whatever. So stay off of Mickie James's tweets. Hopefully get everything straightened out. Maybe, who knows, maybe even AEW will have you back. I don't know if the way that she went out, they will or not, but who knows? Good luck, Evie.
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling. It's carny. They never say never. You can always come back from anything.
They brought the Warrior back. They'll bring you back.
Yeah, but
anything can happen in wrestling. Don't worry about it, Byron. I know you're confused by that, but anything can happen in wrestling.
I have a comment that I want to say during the break, and not
okay. Well, then let's go to the break, and then we'll let Byron say his comment off the air that he'll cut back in if it goes well for him, because that's how he does things.
If it goes well.
So, what were you going to say about Lex Luger?
All right, so let's throw it over to
he murdered
Hey everyone, it's Denise Salcedo here in Lucha Central with a reminder of where and when to catch all of the great network content this week. Get the full lineup and listen to all of our shows in the podcast network section of luchacentral.com. Sundays on the Lucha Central Facebook page, world-traveled shooter of the camera kind, Jerry Villagrana goes mano a mano with a fellow photographer to throw down about some of their favorite photos they have taken at Lucha Libre events. Monday, Business of the Business returns as Mass Republic President Kevin Kleinrock takes you inside how your favorite Lucha Libre merchandise gets made. On Tuesdays, Mass Mats and Mayhem takes you inside the world of Lucha Underground as they take you weekly through the series with the benefit of hindsight and the benefit of special guests from the groundbreaking series. Check out the premiere video stream every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern on the Lucha Central YouTube channel and at luchacentral.com. Then listen to it on your favorite podcast platform every Wednesday. Tuesday nights live, it's Wrestle Boss, where Fabi Chulo talks MMA and pro wrestling with special guests and listener call-ins. Visit WrestleBossLive.com Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific to listen live or call in with questions, or download the show on podcast platforms on Wednesdays. Wednesday nights live on Facebook, it's Spanish show La Mesa de los Márgaros, giving you both the news and the chisme from around the lucha world. Special guests and a whole lot of fun make it one of the most talked about shows in Mexico. Thursdays, it's straight out of the bodega with Papo Esco and PWR promoter Gabriel Ramirez, as they have guests from throughout the wrestling world pull up to give an inside look into their careers. From indie standouts to television superstars, each week brings a new name and perspective. On Friday, it's your double dose of Lucha Central Weekly podcast, one in English y el otro en español. Lucha Central Weekly is where you'll find all the top stories of the week, both inside and out of the ring from Mexico and anywhere luchadores are in action across the globe. Be sure to subscribe and follow all your favorite Lucha Central Network series on your favorite podcast platforms, either by their own series name or subscribe to the Lucha Central Podcast Network show pages to get all of the shows in one easy feed. And please consider giving a rating to help more fans find the shows that you love. For now, this is Denise Salcedo signing off from Lucha Central Central. Have a great week.
And we're back. So there's some other fun little news going on in wrestling.
Byron was talking about the Von Erich claw. That's why he was.
The claw. No, that's a different. That's this claw. MLW is going to Vice. Did you guys hear about this announcement?
I'm so excited.
Okay, so does that mean we can have a special show like the one where Action Bronson would get high and watch shit? But we get this is my pitch.
Delicious.
This is my pitch.
That's good wrestling.
No,
Hold on,
yeah,
guys,
dude.
hold on.
Fuck, that's good wrestling.
Let's treat this with respect. Okay. What's your
they
pitch?
do.
By the way,
play,
Casey was saying a half hour ago that he never wanted to do this show again. He hates this show, and he doesn't want to do it today or tomorrow or next week. So, bearing that in mind, let's listen to his pitch for a new show.
Okay,
Byron, that has
the pitch,
been Casey's opinion since episode 4.
Yeah, and I started on 3.
Are you expecting that to change? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what you do is you play MLW normal, right? Like the first time you play it just like a normal show, but then you get a show where Conan and his homies get high and watch it and do their own commentary.
Oh, like an MST3K kind of thing?
Yes.
You can call it Keeping It 420.
Yes.
Keeping It 420. Love
Conan,
it.
if you're listening, you can have that for free. Just send me a t-shirt or something. I don't know.
Doesn't Conan do that in every segment that he's on?
Just the ones that he records from Iran.
I mean everyone else's segments. So like, it could be like some bootleg MJF and he could just be laughing like this motherfucker thinks he's MJF.
He's a Caribbean MJF.
That's true.
All that means is you pronounce the J differently. That's it.
All right. Okay, that's a good pitch. I'm glad we did that. That was definitely
That's actually a good pitch. So the thing with MLW, look, they're wrapping up their Fusion season right now. They're going to probably tie up the storylines they've got going, and there's some interesting stuff with Azteca Underground going on right now, with Selena having fallen out of favor with Los Parks and El Jefe. Whatever.
How the fuck do you fall out of favor with
means.
Los Parks? They're the nicest people in the world.
Yeah, you messed up there.
Yeah, sure. But I think that if there is anything bigger going on with Lucha Underground stuff related to Selena, I'm thinking that this July 10th event that they're going to do, which is probably going to kick off the whole Vice run for MLW, may have some, pointers in the direction of what is actually going to happen there. I think that they're playing towards a storyline, and there's some interesting things going on there. And I think that they're building up to whatever they had planned. I would expect by midsummer we're going to see what it is. Now, you're probably not going to see it before then, because what they're doing is they're gang taping all the MLW fusions that are going to get them through the next month. I think they have a couple of tapings left, and then they're going to basically go on break until the big event. And I doubt that they will do any of the reveals during that stuff, because that stuff will get out because it's all taped. So I think the July 10th event, which I believe is happening in Philly, is going to be tickets have just gone on sale also, which It's funny because the big announcement was the Vice thing, but I think the bigger announcement is that Court Bauer has been putting all his eggs in this July basket of really doing whatever he's been planning for the last couple of years. I think is really coming to fruition. I think you're seeing that they basically took the deal that New Japan turned down with Vice.
Yeah, they
New Japan turned this deal down.
Which makes me also wonder how probationary the MLW thing is, how many eggs they should throw in that basket, because
all of them, because they're on BN right now, and you.
So are we gonna see Dark Side of the Ring of Kensuke Sasaki killing the fucking student in the dojo and them covering it up now?
Probably
that happens.
I would just say yes to that. Not too familiar with any of the details, but I'm going to confirm. Yes. And no, MLW is part of Vice wanting to double down on the wrestling and have a lead-in for the Dark Side of the Ring shows, which are
that is what it is. It'll I think it'll be the roll out. I think it's going to come after the show. So Dark Side will premiere, and then they'll get people to stick around by having MLW. But here's the thing I'm excited about. I think this is Court Bauer's chance to finally try to fill Paulie's shoes. He was always a Paulie mark, and he always wanted to be involved in ECW. And he tried to get involved with ECW, but it was literally at like the last pay-per-view, and Paulie was like losing his shit and everything was going sideways. And then I think they crossed paths briefly when Court worked at SmackDown or wherever he worked for 10 days or whatever before Vince probably air fire or whatever Vince
do the puke thing every time you mention him.
He's gotta puke.
Hey pal, try not to get any on my desk on your way out, huh?
Oh, poor Dross.
Before you leave, Court, there's something I gotta have you do.
Try
not to get any on my desk.
Yeah. But yeah, so look, I'm excited for those guys. I'm excited for Court. Here's a guy who's, and if you've watched this show, you've known I've disagreed with him. Like, I thought that his inside information on Lucha Underground tended to be extremely off from time to time, and
because his source only worked 3/4 of the first season.
Correct, and we corrected him on a few occasions, and I hope that that was seen as polite correction, even though it wasn't.
It wasn't. We have an attitude, and we take no guff from anyone.
That is so very very true. But look, here's a guy who's been in business for a long time. I think that this is his chance to really do something, to be the TVMA wrestling promotion, to be the ones on the edge, to bring back the curse words, the racier stuff, to not be as politically correct. I think he's going to piss some people off with it. I think it's warranted. I think it's time for that in wrestling. That's just my personal opinion. I think the snowflakes are going to hate what he's going to do. He's going to be the anti-Ring of Honor.
They don't watch Vice. They don't watch Vice anyway. It's all good. The
snowflakes are going to get rid of the liberal media TVs.
Well, and the people who are watching Vice are more the old school ECW, WCW fans, and they're watching Dark Side of the Ring. And I think this will be a great lead-in for that. And I think it's going to do. I don't think it's going to do like blockbuster numbers that's going to shake up the wrestling game by any stretch of the imagination. It's going to do better than what MLW is doing now. And we've said on the show that like it's not a bad product, especially for what they've got and how they're doing it.
Yeah,
they put together a good show for, and it reminds me of old ECW. It's like 5 guys in a room making a TV show and just doing it.
If I was still in New York, I would be pushing to try and work for MLW.
Yeah.
I know I worked with someone who is currently working with Court on MLW stuff. I guess I think he's been doing that since our show got canceled.
Right. Well, excuse me, sir, because I have something that I'd like to say if you think this show is going to be a success on the Vice Network. And that is, fuck you, you're wrong. Because it needs to be on TNN, the Nashville Network. Part of the Friday night Real Zone.
I mean, eventually that was
Roller Jam.
That was the National Network eventually, though, right, Paulie?
Look, you can call a spade, and I don't know what else to say. But this is the same channel.
Shovel.
You can call it. You can call it Spike TV if you want, but come on.
You could. But you could down the road always just put it on Sci-Fi Channel. I mean, that'd be.
But you know what I'd say if you put it on the Sci-Fi Channel, Justin?
What's that?
Fuck you, you're wrong.
But no,
even with Kelly, I'd still be wrong.
Even with the zombie and Mordecai. I mean, Kevin Thorne. Vampires.
I want to talk quickly about just
they're not vampires. They live the vampire lifestyle.
They
Justin.
do live the vampire lifestyle. I want to talk quickly about NXT. I don't really care about this week's episode, but I want to say that.
Hold on, Justin. 1 second for NXT. Moment of silence. I just want us all to send our positive vibes and our congratulations to Kushida for winning the Cruiserweight title. Once again, we did it last week. I just wanted to do it again.
Hey, I think we should applaud the Time Splitter for really,
Here's the thing about NXT. And you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I think NXT is deliberately actually exactly where it was meant to be, including the Santos Escobar thing. I think it's actually a very good sign for Santos. I think he did what he was supposed to do. He elevated that belt. He brought it back into being a main NXT belt instead of just this 205 random thing that Vince could care less about. I think he solidified that for the rest of the locker room. I think Vince reward is that they need him in the top program. I think that literally that's him graduating from being a cruiserweight. He got his WrestleMania moment. They finished off his storyline of having elevated this title. And now I think he's going to get to be a top guy. And I think eventually what they're heading to is the feud with Cross. And I think it's going to play out over a long period of time. I think, Santos is going to be looked at as a heavyweight now for the rest of his NXT career. And he's going to feud with Cross, and I think that eventually Cross is going to drop to Santos and move up to the main roster. And I think it's actually a very, very good sign for Santos because I think that he has been the one picked to succeed Cross when he's done.
Can I beef on Cross when you're done? Please remind me.
No, let's go now. Beef.
Okay. Cross, I love you. You know that.
The next part after this is never good.
Okay, he responded to one of my tweets with a GIF. It was a GIF of Abismo Negro setting another person on fire. Completely fine.
Right.
Completely fine. He responded to it and said, Lady Scarlet, no, because it seems like something she would do. And over 100 people it blew up my shit. Over 100 people liking it that can't see my original tweet because I'm on a private account and they can't see it. So just because he tweeted something, they liked it. And I'm like, really? You can't even see my tweet. Really? It's not really
what
beef.
happened.
It's just weird. So
he was trying to give you the rub. He probably doesn't realize
it's testament.
It's
testament to the power of the cross cult is what it is. Because
what is
the man
doing? That looks like he's masturbating. Thing. Okay.
He's masturbating. His penis is where he's looking.
So Cross blew up your scene, and that's a testament to how over he is, which is also testament.
So I guess it's not really a beef. It was just weird to keep getting the beeps and thinking like someone was saying, "Hey Casey, we found you that Vader action figure we're looking for."
Now
no one found me the Vader action.
That's when you mute the response.
I learned that after about 99 tweets.
Here's another thing to also bring to point out and to bring up. A fellow 205 champion, cruiserweight champion, who also held the belt and helped it, bring some prestige back to it for an almost equally long amount of time. Was never pinned. And to quote someone who knows what he's talking about, climbing a ladder fast doesn't make you a good wrestler.
Wow.
So when we're looking
trying to make Meef mad,
when we're looking at successors to Cross, I don't think the pickings are slim. You know what I mean?
Wow. I mean, I think that there's a lot of choices up there, but I think what's going to happen is you're going to see these guys that they've been pushing to the top of the mid card get a chance to feud with Cross. Cross is going to win, but it's going to elevate a lot of these guys. It's going to elevate Bronson Pinchot. Isn't that his name?
Bronson's
Casey?
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The human Kaijo Bronson Pinchot.
It's out of this city.
Famed home renovation TV.
I think it's going to elevate
Pinchot.
Dexter Loomis. In fact, I can't wait to see a little bit of Cross Dexter Loomis feud. I think that's going to be good times.
I'm excited for Kyle O'Reilly, man.
Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous, Byron.
Look, I like the new Kylo gimmick. I was feeling it. He's the Orange Cassidy of WWE now.
It's new to everyone.
He's the son of Darth Vader. of Hanan.
Yeah,
Hanan.
isn't he
Kylo's new gimmick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kylo
he's,
Ren. I get it. You're making a joke. What were you saying, Jim?
God damn it.
First of all, Kylo Ren is not Darth Vader's son.
I know I messed up there.
Not even
So much
close.
I care about the new Star Wars thing. Since Marvel fucked it up.
Why is Meef so grumpy?
It wasn't
it's like
Marvel
4 in the
it was Disney.
morning.
Jesus Christ.
But I was saying
blaming Marvel.
that, this is not a new Kyle O'Reilly for people who have been following his career. This is PWG Kyle O'Reilly, a little bit of sleazy Kyle in there that we're finally seeing in NXT because he's no longer in Undisputed Era. The closest we got to see it previously is just whenever he would do the air guitar with the belt. But now we get to see full-on sleazy, cool Kyle.
And honestly, it's so
People
much
follow
better.
Kyle O'Reilly's career?
It's yes, a few of them do.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
so
love
much
Kyle.
better already than him trying to cut promos as this
Oh God.
this UE tough guy like from 4 or 5 weeks ago where he just sounded like
Yeah.
squeaky and sad, and it was like, oh my God, whoever wrote this or made him do this is not this person.
His
You can't
program
do
with-
this. This is like I was just immediately happy. I was like, oh my God, they turned the page so fast on this. Thank you, because that poor guy, you were burying him, trying to make him do things that did not feel natural to who he is at all. And this is already 10 million times better. What are you saying, Byron?
That first program with Finn, where Adam Cole stepped aside and let Kyle O'Reilly even cut the first promo segment for UE was just, and I'm rooting for him and all that, but it was just not. It was not him.
No,
This
it
is
just
definitely
wasn't.
this like I don't quite get because I haven't seen the
Nice
PWG
wallet.
stuff. I don't quite get everything that he's doing right now, but I'm there for it.
Meef, what are you doing with that? What is that deal all about? What do you got? Is this more lucha leather?
It's just a wallet.
Show is brought to you by Meef and his wallet, which he is going to expertly show you in the most lackluster fashion.
It's like 4 a.m. for Meef Loaf, Byron. Take it easy on the guy.
No, we're doing an ASMR audio wallet reveal. For
He
audio
lives in
listeners.
Foulmouth, England. It's understandable.
People are going to find me considering how
I was
often
just
we
showing
bring up his
something so
hometown.
Byron might recognize something he hasn't seen in a while.
A prison wallet? Byron recognizes that completely.
I've never been to prison, and you'll never take me there.
Yeah, he's lubricated mine with his tongue. Oh
Wow.
Why
Take
would
my
you?
pocket,
Why would
Byron.
you want that, Casey?
Byron,
Why-
you can go back to the thing.
I was
No,
asleep.
this is.
I was
thrilling.
a sleepy fucking creeper.
Jesus Christ. Whoa, why
I
is that
woke
all
up.
different? There we
I
go.
eventually woke up.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have
Um,
options. Of
The other thing I
woke up with a
wanted to
soggy
say about
butthole.
NXT, and I'm curious to know you guys' thoughts. I missed the Lucha Underground last week with one of my favorite matches of all time with Taya and Cage, but
We
that's
could-
beside the point.
we had no rules,
We
so you could talk
I
about
did
that
too.
match this week.
I did too. Don't worry. I did
We're
too.
moving
I watched
on.
this week.
Everyone knows how we feel about it. It's a great match.
That was a great
Taya
promo.
is the
Can I
shit.
interrupt you and steal the point you're about to make? And say
Sure.
the Franky Monet bit with EO was pretty cool. By the way, I'm with EO. Cats rule.
No, listen. The point of the whole Taya thing is, again, NXT is exactly where it should be right now. I think this is all very, very intentional and very well done to get where they need to be. Now, how they execute from here is a big deal. But, you've brought Taya in as Franky Monet, not however you spelled it in our write-up last week, because that typo never did get fixed, by the way, Byron.
I fixed everything.
He wrote Kazarian.
It said Franky Magnet or something. It's still
Magnet.
wrong. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's fixed on the YouTube version, I think, and not on the audio.
I blame Kevin Kleinrock.
I sent the
I
email
do
to fix it, and YouTube is the only one that I have access to.
Listen, it's fine. Anyway, so I think she's in the right place. I think what you're gonna get here is Taya's gonna go over on EO now. I think that's gonna be what happens, so she can take a break, and maybe there'll be one last little bit of Gonzalez on the way out the door for her as well. But I think it's going to elevate Taya into that program. But then you're not going to see Taya going and challenging for the title immediately, I don't think. I think what you're going to see is her building up some of the rest of the roster and then establishing what the top tier of the female division is. And they're going to use Taya to do that. And then maybe SummerSlam time or maybe a little bit after, they'll propel Taya into the title picture, I think. Franky, I'm sorry. I got to get used to that. I think it's absolutely the right call. It's the best use of her and get her into that program. What do you guys think?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't like podcasting. Why are we talking about this shit? God damn it. I watched Lucha Underground. I didn't watch NXT. I didn't watch Frankie Kazarian wrestling, fucking Io Shirai. I didn't watch it. I don't care. You wanted someone else to say something, Byron. Are you fucking happy?
No, not really. That I was hoping it would go better than
Jim,
that.
things have changed.
Obviously.
Jim, perhaps do you have something to say?
I don't know about the trajectory that Justin was talking about, but I do see her eventually becoming NXT Women's Champion. I don't think it'll happen as soon as you think. Like, I think SummerSlam is way too soon for her.
No, but I think that's when she'll start to be in that sphere. I don't think they'll put her in that sphere before then. I don't know that she'll get the belt for a year or more.
Her and LA Knight are kind of in the same spot, I think.
Yeah, they pretty much are.
LA Knight.
Eli Drake.
Who the fuck is Eli Drake?
I don't. He's great.
It's Drake Maverick's brother.
He's Scott Steiner's partner.
Yeah, dude.
More like Eli Trash.
Exactly. Dude, I'm telling you, 10 years from now, Casey, when you're still mad about doing this podcast and we're doing it anyway, you're going to be doing Eli Drake impressions. I swear to God.
Oh, God. I'll be saying, who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I?
You dummy.
I think I just made Casey want to slit his wrists. I'm so sorry. All right.
Let me talk to you.
He's so good.
Once a week. Oh,
I know.
God.
I got nothing to say about AEW this week.
Lou.
No, look, bro. Can we talk about how shitty Mortal Kombat is? No, we can't. But you know what? If you want to hear how shitty Mortal Kombat is, listen to my other podcast, the one that I enjoy
till after
doing.
the break.
I think I made I was glad when you said that. Wow, that was loud. I was glad when you said that I made the choice to watch the last episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I almost called it the other end title name. Yeah. Sorry, no spoilers. Yeah, I was happy that I watched that instead of Mortal Kombat because we had a choice last night. I'm going to still watch Mortal Kombat tonight.
I wish I was watching Shang-Chi instead, even though I heard
a lot of people said Mortal Kombat was good, though, Case.
Yeah.
A lot of people say a lot of stupid fucking shit.
Was it just not gory enough, or what? What was the major? You don't have to tell me your whole thing from your other podcast. Everybody listen to another miserable podcast and hear the whole deal. But I just want to know what was the sticking point. I'm recording that
tomorrow. Okay, you know what a Mary Sue is?
Yes, but tell everyone else.
Yeah. Okay, so Mary Sue is when someone writes fan fiction shittily, and they introduce a new character that's better than everyone else. And super powerful, and everyone likes them. And this new character, like, how could everyone get along without them? This movie introduces a new character, Kolya, who is the epitome of a Mary Sue. And I can't get too deep into it without spoiling. But let's just say they decided to save Johnny Cage for the sequel that hopefully will never happen. But instead, they introduced a new character whose power is getting beat up harder than everyone else, and until he makes a shirt. He makes a shirt that gives him armor. He kind of has the Bishop power. I think his power is that he gets the shit beat out of him and he can reflect it back at you, but they're not really clear about that.
That hasn't been done.
No, but I mean, way to get something that no one would ever want to play in the game from a character that doesn't exist in any of the games. So they can't even like make money off of adding him into the game now. But yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. It was everything I hate about the DC movies, just with Mortal Kombat characters instead of DC characters. That's like the best way I could put it. Yeah.
I'm so excited to see this now.
Oh God. Watch the cartoon one first, the animated Scorpion's Revenge. That's also on HBO Max. That's actually good.
That's the only other rated R Mortal Kombat film, so to speak.
And it's great. Joel McHale is Johnny Cage. I shouldn't have to say anything more than that.
I'll watch that. I noticed that HBO Max dumped everything Mortal Kombat they could get their hands on the platform this week, so I'll have to check that out for sure.
Because I actually liked the 90s movie. It was PG-13 and it was misdirected at that point, but I actually liked it.
What a soundtrack.
Oh, tremendous soundtrack.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat
great.
Annihilation.
One was just an amalgamation of, hey, let's just put this person in here and see what happens.
So
Yeah,
we got to give it an official
Annihilation
score,
was
Casey.
terrible.
An official score of between 1 and Street Fighter.
Okay, so I gave it a 1 on Letterboxd out of 5. Okay, and Street Fighter at least had the great line of Colonel Guile when they said, "Colonel Guile, have you lost your mind?" "No, you lost your balls." Right there, best line in cinematic history. Right there.
I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, Byron, here's what we're going to do. Let's do this. Let's take another quick break. Let's come back and talk about some Lucha Underground. And then in the last segment, we'll have Casey unbox some shit.
I have AEW stuff to say.
Oh, Jesus
No,
Christ.
no one cares about AEW.
All right, yeah. Penta got a translator. What else?
Yeah.
Hey,
Anything else
hey,
gonna
look.
happen?
No, dog. Penta versus Orange Cassidy. Who
That's
suggested
next week,
that
though,
on
right?
this show? Yes, you're welcome, Antoine. Maybe you can start selling those Pinche Naranja shirts that I said will make
He
you millions of
listens to the
dollars.
show. We already know that he gets all his good ideas for the show. So, Byron, unless you're going to give, are you going to give Tony a good idea right now?
Is that why I've been going wrong with his football team? I should be giving him tips on his football team.
Yes, you should.
I was just gonna say, I think it's really cool. His translator dude, manager dude.
I love that.
Was he's like one of us. He's a super fan.
Yeah, but he translates like an asshole.
Well, here's the thing. He's still new on the job. He's not
censoring.
Translating.
He listens to the show, guys.
Translating.
You remember 5 weeks ago on this show when we were laughing about the translation of Pentagon from Lucha Underground, and then all of a sudden, 5 weeks later, it's on AEW?
Yes.
Big surprise.
I know what Chingatu Puta Madre means. He knows what it means, but he did not say that. He did not say that to the audience.
It's a great gag. I'm glad they stole it from us.
Your mother sucks. Sucks what? Finish the translation. Anyway, I'm super stoked for him because I was stoked when he just got the announcing gig at the Spanish table for AEW. I thought that was great. And now he's just living out all of our dreams and excelling. He was a member
of the Dark Order, and now he's upgraded to the cooler team. Fucking Lucha Bros and Death Triangle.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Triangolo de la Muerte.
Let's
go to the break.
Dark Order.
They should get me to do a
no Johnny, no Johnny, no order. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I'm really whatever. I'm enjoying.
I can't
AEW.
wait to see Johnny Silver come back and then lose to Cody his first match.
No, stop it.
Because that's what's going to happen.
He can only lose to him if he breaks his arm first. Damn it!
Oh, I got AEW news. I don't want to blow this dude's spot up, but the Mark Carrano stuff came out and then one of his ex-Flames started tweeting trash about him, which was kind of funny, right? But then someone else was like, "Hey, is this the Billy Gunn side piece that's tweeting about Mark Carrano?" And it was. And I don't know if you're familiar, and I'm not going to spread. I'm not going to whatever.
He already is. Yeah,
I love Billy Gunn. So just
no one loves Billy Gunn.
Just hit me up with a DM.
Even
if you want to know the words to Google to hear all the really great.
You're trying to get yourself a side piece, sir.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get more followers.
We're not talking about the real AEW news because this is going to air on Tuesday and it's going to happen tomorrow. But I want everyone's prediction anyway because now it's just funny to me. Is Rich Swann or Kenny Omega going to walk away with both belts, or are they going to schmoz the whole thing into nothingness?
It's going to be schmoz, dumb schmoz shit.
City, man.
Rich Swann, champ.
He's Rich Swann double champ.
All I know is the major
podcast. What? When Rich is done beating Kenny, he's gonna slap Don in the face, pick up the AAA belt as well, and walk out and dance out of the arena.
You book wrestling like you're Zack Schneider.
They do AEW paid advertisements every week on Impact.
Yeah,
and they're great.
What do they do for Impact on Dynamite?
Nothing. Why would they?
Dynamite.
You know what Impact could do on Dynamite?
Dynamite can't afford the paid advertisements.
No. You know what Dynamite could do?
True.
Dynamite, Impact should go on to Dynamite and they should promote, I don't know, the AAA Mega Championship belt. How about that?
Rich will be the unofficial champ.
Should fucking blow it up with Dynamite.
Kenny's going to collect a bunch of belts and hang them in his closet, and no one's even going to know that he has them. I think that is the goal of the storyline.
I have a question. I have a question.
So, do the Good Brothers get paid by Tony?
Yes.
They're double dipping?
Yes. They have to have an
appearance. They're getting appearance fees for both. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's part of how the whole thing is working out and how they're keeping them happy.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all sharing. Look, Tony's a money mark. Tony's a money mark. All the other promotions are like, sure, we'll work with you, Tony, but you know how we do this, right? You've got to pay us. He's a money mark. It's great, though. I don't mind it. It's fine.
I would love to see a blood sport match on Dynamite.
Byron, let's take this break and talk about this episode of Lucha Underground before Casey literally throws a spear through the screen and screams, "Get over here!" at you.
We got Fortnite to play, baby.
All right, we'll be right back.
Lucha-masks.com, in partnership with Mask Republic, give you personal protective masks to keep you Lucha strong in the fight versus COVID-19. With world-class luchadors Blue Demon Jr., the Lucha Brothers, LA Park, Ultimo Dragon, Cain Velasquez, Conan, and so much more. Head to lucha-masks.com and you too can become a masked warrior. Lucha-masks.com, powered by Pro Wrestling Revolution.
And we're back. We're talking about Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode 8, Life After Death, this week in our Lucha Underground Rewind. Vignette. I can't say this word. I say this word like Byron says Salmon. The vignette.
The L's in there for a reason.
I like this vignette.
More like Lucha Underground Season Poo.
Wow.
You love this one. You wanted to talk about it last week.
Yeah, I forgot everything that happened now.
Katrina sometimes wonders if she should have stayed loyal to Phoenix.
Oh my God, what a great opening segment.
Accepted her fate, and then she could be together ruling the temple with Phoenix.
Justin, I wonder if I should have chose you.
I thought she was way better in this one. Yeah. This wasn't as bad as like the Mil Muertes one she did. I felt
I've been working on that impression for months.
Okay,
God,
do it again.
Do
it again.
No, I'm done.
No, okay, all right. Okay. I'm sorry. We're all being rude. Every single one of us owes you an apology. And go ahead, do the impersonation.
I refuse.
Go ahead and do it. We give you the respect you deserve. This is what you deserve.
Byron.
And we're back.
Yeah, okay, that's enough of that.
You guys are dicks.
You will bring me back to life.
No, I dug it. I also
good impression.
Yeah, but I thought it was great. It's that cinematic melodrama that Lucha Underground. This is one of those expensive vignettes, by the way.
It was,
I think,
and it was like there was a kissing thing, a lot of beso.
There was a lot.
Hey, baby.
Was there tongue? Was there tongue involved there?
All I know is they had to shoot Phoenix from the waist up for a reason.
I was watching it like this. I mean, I didn't want to really, I was censoring.
It is unfair to shoot.
Is that what you could pretend it was you?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and assume that the stone wasn't the only thing hard in that scene.
Yeah, Jimmy's back, y'all.
Got a little extra animo in there. Remember when he was a zombie?
I like these scenes. Hey, speaking of our fine friend Eva Lise, this episode has a trios championship match between the Unlikely Trio versus the Disciples of, is that how you say that? Disciples of Diaz.
Disciples of Apocalypse.
This is the comedy we're resorting to on this podcast now. Look, this was a lose. If they lost, they left the temple and we were cheering for them. We're like, oh, don't lose. Now I'm just like, get the fuck out of here, son of havoc. You suck.
Yeah, but we couldn't have lost Angelico, so we had to cheer.
Yeah, I know.
Even though we lost Angelico anyway.
They could have just said, hey, man, how about the person who gets pinned has to leave forever?
No. Son of Havoc he had a really great place on this show.
No, that was Son of Madness, bro. You got him confused again.
Wow, let's never talk about that.
Was his position crying in the bathroom after you made him cry.
Guys,
We made him cry.
I'm a little bit upside down on the space-time continuum. I just saw the end of Interstellar recently, and so I'm a little, all over the place.
I love that movie.
I love it too.
Go for it.
So at the end of this match, Ivelisse is limping. Is this where she broke her ankle the second time?
No.
I don't think so.
No, nothing broken.
No.
I'm pretty sure that it wasn't a title match of some sort.
Okay,
She broke it again after she already cut the angle with Katrina, so that was season 3.
Yeah, because I remember EVW saying that, like, oh yeah, I was so thrilled that we put the belts back on all 3 of these people that are made out of glass.
No, Son of Havoc wasn't made out of glass, but he did break Jack's.
His heart was when you start chanting.
Yeah, his heart was, yeah.
Could you imagine?
Dude, everybody loves Matt Dogcross so much. Like he's actually just the nicest guy in the world. He's so affable, and he does wrestling.
I don't like anyone from Cleveland.
Could you imagine though?
Son of a bitch.
Now it's personal. But can you imagine this poor guy? He wears his heart on his sleeve. He loves the business in the most sincerest, purest, form. He's a great guy, and he just wants to go out there. He wants to wrestle and do it for the fans, and he loves the business, and he tries hard.
Dude, 64% of what he's done was really, really good, and then the rest of it was that ladder match.
He shows up and he overperforms, and the fans help carry him to be an established character on the show. He's supposed to be kind of like Vinny Massaro-esque. No offense to Vinny, but just to give you a comparison.
If I was Vinny, I'd be really offended right now. I would punch you.
No, I love Vinny. I love Vinny, and to be honest, I think Vinny's a better wrestler. And so then, so he works himself up. He's a former trios champ, and then he gets Gift of the Gods ladder match against Pentagon Dark at a Ultima Lucha. He gets a gimmick match for a belt against the biggest Lucha Underground star at one of their biggest shows.
By the way.
He has, this huge opportunity. This is great. Sure, he's going to do the favors. But imagine where you're coming from. And you get this huge, great thing, and he's so excited about this opportunity. He goes out there and he does this match where he puts himself at even more risk than he already does on a daily basis in the ring. And then he puts his ear out to the crowd and he hears, "Die, Matt Cross, die."
No, that's not what we were saying. We were saying, "Fuck you, Havoc," is what we were saying. And you were saying it too. Mr. High Horse, you were saying it too.
Look, but it was our responsibility because we were the guys that put him over
that
in the first
chant,
place.
but you chanted it with me, okay?
We have no one to blame but ourselves because we let him get over in the first place, and then sometimes things have to be taken away.
Like my joy for doing this show.
All right. Well, let's see if this brings you back some joy.
Okay.
Vignette number 2, where we find out that Puma must be training with Sexy Star because he can now punch through a heavy bag.
This does make me happy because we got to see Prince Puma punching a bag, and the bag doesn't move at all.
Not at all.
Johnny Mundo comes up, barely taps it, gives it a love tap. That bag's swinging like a motherfucker from his superhuman strength. Funny how that works. So they had to gimmick that bag to make it look like Puma could hurt it. And
that wasn't real?
He punches his hands through it by punching the part of the bag that you're not supposed to even punch.
The taped part,
Yeah,
but that's not his fault.
That's all high up. Yeah, and his arm probably got stuck. And I think it would have been awesome if when his arm got stuck there, Pentagon came up and set him on fire. I was going to say break his arm, but set him on fire.
You know why you're not supposed to punch that part of the bag and why they tape it? It's typically taped, so that when people do come in and work jabs, that the bag isn't doing a weird misshapen thing, and also because when you're uppercutting, if you have the bag taped there, it doesn't misform the bag up at the top. So yes, you're not supposed to ever throw like a big overhand right through that.
I know all about that shit. See these knuckles. No, you don't, because that's from hitting that bitch in the eye.
We all have. So, but I mean, it's also
Byron in the ass.
Get on the mat.
Take it easy. Also, the tape is a good spot to hide a giant hole in the punching bag. So, but I also thought it was great because even before Puma can speak. By the way, another scene in which it's 80% dialogue, but only one person doing it.
He can't even cry for help when his hand's stuck in the punching bag.
He's not even allowed to growl on his own. He can't sound like he's mad. They have to sound effect an actual.
They took out the Paducah growl?
No, they put in
Paducah
fucking
growl.
Matanza growls for him. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
By the way, I love the Matanza reveal covered in blood. That's a great, this guy's about to wrestle with everyone. The guy covered in blood who just murdered a room full of people.
Right.
Great. That's
Wait, you're skipping ahead again, Byron. Why do you always do this?
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, I've got a question for you. Are you super excited that Dragon Azteca Jr. is coming to the temple?
I mean,
Who?
hey, if you're just handing out invitations, we finally get to see Dragon Azteca Jr. in the temple. And Ray.
Well, yeah, that's the
Ray.
funny
I
part.
got
Is
an
like,
invitation
we're pumped.
too.
We're pumped. Dragon Azteca's coming. This awesome wrestler we've heard all about. Oh, and by the way, Rey Mysterio's coming too. That's not going to overshadow your debut or anything.
You get
Just the biggest Latino star in the entire business for the last
It's
50
cool
years
because,
is coming too. Like,
It's
no
cool.
big deal.
Matanza took care of all of them. I have an invitation here too.
What's your
Oh no, wait!
invitation
It's an autograph of Erwin R. Shyster. My bad.
to?
Is it
IRS.
signed Erwin R. Shyster and not Mike Rotunda?
It's signed IRS only. He signed
Just
3
IRS.
letters.
Yeah,
It's the
Brilliant.
best autograph I've ever seen.
freaking genius. Oh!
That
You know
was-
what though? Hey, you know
that was great though. How Ray put Dragon Azteca Jr. in his place. Like, you know how I've been helping you feel like the man for like the past few weeks. And just casually, just was like, by the way, everything you've been working for is gonna mean nothing.
Oh yeah, and to win you have to beat me. Also,
May the best man win. The unproven rookie says to the Hall of Fame legend.
that was a little.
Did I miss a match, or are there really 4 vignettes in a row?
There's 4 vignettes in a row.
Vignettes in a row.
Wow. So Mill just decides to off one of the disciples. Who was it? Who bit the bullet?
Oh, he didn't kill him though. This
Yeah, he
wasn't
just
the
put him
death
down.
scene.
Oh, it
Yeah,
wasn't the death
I
scene.
think originally they intended to kill Sinestro here because he looks really fucking dead at the end, but this isn't when they killed him.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
Katrina was just kind of like, easy, dude. Easy.
No, because remember, he rips 2 of their hearts out, and then he gives them to like Sinestro, and then he's
Right.
alone for a while, and then he eventually rips his heart out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Spoiler.
I mean, they're basically just putties from Power Rangers anyway, right? Byron doesn't get that at all, does he?
No,
I
he
get it.
doesn't.
I've seen the
And
show.
they literally filmed it right next to our house. And
I've seen the show.
Okay, so
Okay.
now, Byron, now is when
Now-
you're supposed to talk about the
We got-
Matanza thing.
We got to cut the break, apparently.
Byron, this is where you're supposed to talk about. No, did somebody say the Luger thing again? Oh my God. No, everyone is still alive in that photo, Byron. We don't have to go
Whose
to break.
blood is it signed with?
Tell
Look
me about
He's-
Matanza.
Look at him smile, knowing the amount of pills he has in his home.
Talking about how bodies he's got in his basement.
His name was a play on Lex Luthor. It's not like people didn't know he was eventually going to be the bad guy.
So Dario and Black Lotus have a new Lucha Temple, and the notable thing about this one, it's cool. I love these scenes, and Dario's a great actor.
excuse me, Byron. No, you shut the fuck up. You see,
What?
What's the
Lotus,
matter, you?
Lotus,
God,
I have to tell you the story of this new temple. You see, this new temple is founded on one thing to appease the Aztec gods, and that is butt fucking. And and you see, so they go into the container with my brother, and then he butt fucks them to death. And you see, that is why they call him Matanza, because that is what he does to the butthole,
Okay.
to the culo.
So I thought it was cool
mean, that
that
makes
on the
sense.
outside of this building, they still had it labeled Temple, and they had the Lucha symbol.
Stencils.
Yes.
I also
Yeah,
like how
yeah.
it's 375 miles away around the corner.
Right. So
That's
where would
exactly
375
in-
miles have put it? Was that like Palmdale? Where is that?
Like Barstow.
Barstow,
probably.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like Zizek's Road? They stopped
No.
at Zizek's Road and made a new temple.
Barstow. Yeah, so if
Dude.
it's Barstow, that's where you're getting near the 559 BTW.
27 Palms or whatever that place is called.
No, that's the other way.
That's like Palm Springs.
That's by
yeah.
that's yeah.
I'm just thinking where the 375 miles from Boyle Heights. I mean, is
I actually think
Not that
375
far.
miles is way farther, and that's like Las Vegas.
maybe
I think.
no, because it takes like 4.5 hours. I think Vegas is
370.
almost 450, 460 miles. I'm telling you, it's Zizek's Road.
It's-
They stopped on
it's about
Zizek's
it.
Road.
Hold on, 375 miles. That's like 6 hours away driving.
Yeah,
I don't know.
6-7 hours.
If you drive like you,
So they were in like St. George,
Grandma.
Utah, or wherever that is. Anyway, who
Lake
cares?
Tahoe.
All we
Yeah.
know is we got
Hit
to
us up
see.
at MMMshow 75.
Why
if you
was
know where that-
Matanza not bloody like this just all the time? Like, could they not have just
Because-
gimmicked the costume to always be just drenched in blood?
You know
makes
what?
so dope.
Originally they did, but someone punched a window and they couldn't tell how much blood he was losing, and they had to stop.
They might want to refilm that match.
Just saying.
That's the funniest Cobb story in all of history, by the way. If you haven't heard it, just listen back.
It's only funny because he was okay. It's only funny because he was okay.
right.
I mean, it
All
still
right,
would have
so
been funny, but
here's
we'd
what
have to
I
act
want to
like it
know.
wasn't.
I want Meef and Jimmy's opinions on the championship match of Phoenix versus Mil Muertes in
Yes.
the Gift of the Gods cash in. What did you guys think?
Yeah, this
mean,
is like when your boy won the cruiserweight title, Meef. Sorry, I had to.
So mean.
For some reason, I felt like I remember there being a lot more blood. And not that there wasn't a lot of blood, but I just remember there being a lot more.
That was his Marty feud when it waterfalled out.
No, but we didn't
No,
want
and
to
Mil
hug.
hits him in
We
the face.
weren't running up and hugging Phoenix because he had blood all over him.
Well, you weren't, but
I wasn't. Yeah.
Well, was this one of
Yeah.
those things
Brandon
that got
was.
edited down a little bit for TV? Like we saw more live than what was actually seen here?
I don't remember.
I
I
honestly
don't.
don't remember. It's been so long.
I just
I wasn't
remember
at the-
Phoenix
I wasn't
walking
at
by
this
and just
taping.
patting him on the back really nicely, and that's it because he was like covered in blood.
This was
I learned my
the-
mistake hugging Drago, dude, after that fucking match and getting all that slime all over me.
Is this after he threw the nunchucks over his head?
Wow. Wow.
I'm just reading some chat comments. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
I
That's
mean, you're
so
not wrong. It's generally
Can I just read that for the show?
I don't know.
no.
No.
Fine. It's funny though. We'll just let everyone know it's funny.
Yeah.
It's
And
about a
possibly-
it's about a certain believer in all of his beliefs and all of
Yeah.
he believes in. And I mean in. Well,
Yeah.
look, this match was exactly
Sunday
match is
morning.
exactly what you wanted. You know, Phoenix was a bona fide star. This didn't make him the Triple Crown champion at this point yet, did it? He still has to win the. He hasn't
Didn't win the
been
trios
a
yet.
trios
Won the
champ
trios.
yet.
Yeah, so done the
Titles.
Super Friends
Okay.
thing.
That's right. So that's when it
But also, this
becomes-
match reminded me of how much I love Phoenix, just in general.
Yeah.
AEW every week does. My Phoenix on my shelf is Zombie Phoenix though. He's going like, I
I
can't
love
not
Zombie
put him
Phoenix.
up like that.
No, you got to do the little pose that he does after he
Oh
kicks
yeah,
him
when
in
he's
the
on
head,
the mat.
and then he just goes face to face with him. Like,
Shit.
oh, you're so adorable. Look at
That's a
your
good
nose from the
idea
side.
because he's got the smiley face and he's got those hands. That's a good idea, Byron. I'm gonna steal it. Fuck you.
I mean, this also shows you though that Phoenix
thank you.
Phoenix is better to me when he's not against another high flying luchador. Like he needs a good solid base, but a good base that can move and be fast in the ring too. Like at this
Yeah.
particular point in time, Mill is super fast when he's running the ropes, when he's hitting his spot. Like the dude is not playing around.
Congratulations, you will defend the title in Aztec Warfare.
Yes. So Katrina swerves us at the end. And this whole thing is, by the way, she kissed Mill full on the mouth mid-match.
After he bit into Phoenix's head.
She's all
Yeah, when
about
he-
the bodily
Yeah,
fluids.
And I'm
Spit the
pretty
blood.
sure it wasn't scripted. I don't think that
No.
there was, because the camera wasn't there. It was in a weird spot. Like, she just wanted to stick her tongue in Ricky's mouth. What was going on there?
Good for her.
All right. All right.
Good for her, not for him. Good for her.
There's a little bit of something for everyone on Lucha Underground.
Yeah, sure. She had a little bit of something passing around to everyone else.
She saw him in that suit. Let's be real. She saw him in that suit. Come on.
Yeah,
I would have kissed him too. It's fine. Yeah, so Katrina swerves us, and this year's
hold on, I have to interrupt because Casey and I at one of the shows had Mil Muertes masks on ringside, and he came up and he went face to face with us, and they cut it out. But he went face to face with us, so like growled in our face, back at him. You know? They didn't show it because we're actually 2 feet taller than him.
But Byron should have kissed him.
Could you imagine he does that? He just give him a peck right there. Like, that one kid when Milmore was ringside, like went up and did the dumb Mark thing the wrestlers do. They like to touch the wrestlers' bodies, and he was like, he almost cut him in half with his hand. Could you imagine if I just gave him a quick one right there? You never see me again.
Mariachi Loco did that to me once when he was the skeleton.
Oh my god!
Just saying. I wouldn't slap his hand. Yeah.
Well, so anyway, this year's Aztec Warfare is not going to be for the Gift of the Gods. It's going to be for the Belt of the Belts, and it will be next week on the Lucha Underground Rewind. And we're going to have some interesting competitors. We're going to have maybe a Matanza show up. We're going to have a Rey Mysterio, a Dragon Azteca Jr.
Does Robert Rodriguez show up on this episode or the next one? Because he was there for both of them.
I think he doesn't show up until the next one.
Should I tell the Robert Rodriguez story that's the best Robert Rodriguez story right now? Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. Okay, so Robert Rodriguez, man, he comes down and he's pretty pumped. He's like, yeah, motherfucker. Comes down the steps and he's slapping people's hands. This one fan didn't have his hand out. He slapped that guy right in the face. Right in the face. Yeah.
Learned a lesson.
Not even looking where he's slapping, dude. Okay, first of all, in this age, you got to watch where you're slapping. You might slap something that doesn't need to be slapped.
He's used to working with a green screen. Give him some slack.
Yeah.
That's
you know
amazing.
How Byron stands crotch first at ringside, hoping for an errant slap.
Always.
What?
Yeah.
That's why you always push to the side.
He said what he said, Byron.
That never.
Yeah, you basically do a back bridge and just like lay there. It's really awkward.
All right, let's take another quick break. I got to hit Wikipedia and look up something about Lex Luger real quick.
If you're listening to this and you haven't visited luchacentral.com, it's time to do it. LuchaCentral.com is the online home for Lucha Libre, where you can get all of the top news in English and in Spanish. Find the best curated video content and original content not seen anywhere else. Find when Lucha Libre events would be happening in your area. Find photo galleries from top photographers covering Lucha Libre around the world. From weekly polls to annual awards. Seen and read by top executives in all of the major Lucha Libre promotions across the globe. And on top of that, it's free. LuchaCentral.com, your centralized place for all things Lucha Libre.
And we're back.
Oh, when did we come back?
I don't know. We're back right now, Byron.
Is there a PlayStation 4 your friends that love you bought you?
You guys are so awesome for that, by the way. Like, I realized the other day how awesome my friends are, and that's you guys. I mean,
thank you.
The term friends is loose, but I don't know if I have said this on the show or not before, but these guys, when I was hating it and forced to quarantine with my soon-to-be ex-wife and life was absolutely miserable, these motherfuckers sent me a PlayStation 4 to keep me sane through the beginning. And we were just in the DM the other day talking about how much my life has changed since then. Like, oh my God. But the only reason I survived it is these dumb fucks. But
yeah, dude. So enjoy this fleshlight we sent you.
Is that what this is? I don't know. I got this box today.
We got you the one
smallest size.
Yeah, we got you the Baby Yoda model.
That's all right. I like them tight. Figures. I like them tight. I've been to wrestling schools before. I know how you do it. All right.
Training with Chase and Rance again, huh?
Just saying. There's an invoice here. There's 2 of something in here. Let's see what I got. Oh, this is no surprise to anyone. I got some of these.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, Justin. Wait, I need to make it big so Meef can see it.
Big.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did I just order these like 2 days ago and still get them before Meef?
We just lost someone. We just lost someone.
It's amazing. Oh gosh, these are for the audio listeners. These are the boss fights, Legends of Lucha Libre, Penta and Ray Phoenix, and they're pretty badass. I got to play with Byron's a couple of weeks ago, and quite possibly the best action figure I've ever seen. So when I heard that there was some more available, I was like, oh, I don't collect a ton of stuff, but I definitely would like to have those. And I had some money in the bank finally.
Yeah.
So
welcome back.
I heard they
so
restocked.
I intercepted Meef's order before they flew it across the
I heard they
there.
restocked exactly 2 of them. It's really interesting.
I ordered 4.
It's so weird that they have such a problem putting something in a box and writing Meef's address on it.
God, I laughed so hard just now that I was in tears, you guys. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So that was a successful unboxing. I don't do very many unboxings on this show, but I'll consider that a success.
All right, so
he wants to face murder me with whatever tool he's working
Casey,
with.
What do you rate them?
Yeah, rate them, motherfucker.
Yeah, come on.
I'm rating these?
Yes, you know the format that we always do every time.
No, I don't know anything about it. I tune you guys out when you guys are doing that shit.
We do this every time. We have to rate it between.
Yeah, you have to rate it by how long Batista's dick is. Like
I rate these.
Wrong show.
I give these a 0. Miedo, right?
He froze.
No, I don't know.
He froze with his hand in the masturbation thing.
Great.
For me.
I don't know. These are the best. What's a high rating?
1,000.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give him a 99.999 out of 1,000. Wait, no, that's 10%. No, I'm sorry, 999.99. I don't know. I can't rate them. I'm never gonna open them.
It's because they fucked up the legs, right? Yeah. I told you.
I'm never opening these, so I'll never know completely. So
I've opened.
When somebody else rates them 1,000, that's when I'll sell them to them on eBay.
I rated 1,000. I already got them. They're on my shelf right now. They're actually like blue tacked to my shelf, so I'm not going to bring them down to show people shit again because I don't care that much. But I do have a lot of stuff to unbox, Justin.
All right, go for it, man. What do you got?
All right.
So I'm going to start with the stuff related to that, okay? Since you just opened yours, sort of. That's not even an unboxing. You just took boxes out of another box.
So that's it's more of an unboxing than what you're going to do.
I took something out of a box.
Sorry, he literally.
You know what? How about I
leave it in the other box?
How about you bend over and I put something in your fart box? Okay, Byron.
My Meef wallet.
Oh,
Meef. What's up with our Meef?
That's
wallets?
what the company should be called, the Meef wallets.
No, that's what he sells.
God, I'm handsome. Okay,
Lucha Leather sells Meef wallets.
Okay, so there's 2 weapon packs from Boss Fight Studios.
The thing.
Guys, Boss Fight.
I'm focused, man. I'm with you.
Boss Fight came out with 2 weapons packs. Okay, they came out with the Lucha Extrema pack, and they came out with the Lucha de la Muerte pack. Okay, but the thing is, I opened both of them and I got them all mixed up. I don't remember what the fuck comes in each one. It doesn't really matter. Buy them both. Okay, they're like $20 a piece. They come up with a bunch of cool shit. Okay, so if you see a weapon you like,
I'll buy them both and leave them in the box. I'll buy them both and leave them in the box, and then you'll know which is supposed to be in where. How about that?
No. Okay. So this
just the utter disdain for what you just said.
This is a table. Okay, this is a table. It breaks into 3 pieces.
That's dope.
Fancy. Most tables break in 3 pieces now. Not anything new. It does have
a table. I have a Jericho table that breaks in 2.
Oh, see, look at this.
That actually makes sense.
Grain. Pretty good wood grain pattern.
I like it.
Nice. Okay, so there's a table. Okay, so you can't have a table without a chair. You see, nice little chair, folds up just like a real thing. You know, nothing too impressive. It's a chair. What the fuck? We see chairs all the time. Okay, at least it's not those shitty ones Jack's Pacific used to give you with their figures that no one can even sit on. Okay, so those sucked really fucking bad. All right, then there's a cinder block. So you can break the cinder block over Willie Mack's head, and it has like rebar that holds it together. See?
So
See
it's
that?
not made out of toothpaste.
No, it's because you can't reuse that, So this has got a nice texture to it, a pretty cool paint job. Looks pretty good. You can break it. The only thing is, like, you have to pull it apart to break it. You can't just like hit your figure with it really hard and have it break, which kind of sucks. Because the table, you can like literally throw a dude through the table, and you get like a boner when you do it. At least that's what the Dudleys taught me. And
now I just have a question on this packaging. Are these Legends of Lucha Libre accessories?
Yes.
So is that Legends of Lucha Libre taped over Wrestling Society X that's also taped over XPW?
No, but
just a question.
We're gonna get into even weirder shit. Okay, this isn't even like fucking tough guy USA big 2x4, but it's the long one, so it's really the Union, because the Union all had small penises, and not you, Ken Shamrock. Don't fuck me up. I mean, Test. He's dead. He can't do shit. And
wow.
2x4. It doesn't break or anything. It's just a 2x4. There's a microphone. Hey Kevin, great job making sure they put some Mass Republic branding on the flag there, pal.
It's supposed to be on. It's supposed to be there.
I thought it was too, and it's not.
We know what would look really good there, an MMMshow logo.
Yeah, is there a sticker pack that's supposed to be?
No, but you know what? I think we should make one. I think we should make one, because there's something else that they need to make that we'll talk about earlier. Also, so Phoenix comes with a Singapore. He comes with a kendo stick, as we've established. There's another kendo stick in the pack, so you can have two, have them fight. Yeah. Same deal with Penta. He comes with a light tube. One of the packs comes with an extra light tube. Same exact light tube. Nothing breaks. Looks really cool though. Even has the little plugs on it.
I mean, you could quite easily snip it in half and then put like a pin in it just ever so slightly.
Yeah, but then the 4-year-olds in the third row might get damaged by it, so you got to be careful.
And also, I need
at least with the legal teams around.
Justin, are you with your figure stuff going on? Are you also? I don't know how to word this. When you're playing with your figures, are you also playing with figures that are 4 years old? What? Are you playing with 4-year-olds? Why is there a concern over light tubes?
It was an Ultimate
Casey,
Lucha
what else do you have?
joke.
Yeah,
okay, thank you, Jim.
Lucha joke, Byron.
Thanks for asking, Jim. First of all, okay, we gotta get a little song going. If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia, there's a sign on the wall: respect the law and order to some hard time. He carries a big dick and some hairy balls too. Okay, look, we got a nightstick.
Was that the Big Boss Man theme?
Yeah, dude. Nothing says lucha like a nightstick, dog. Nothing says lucha like a nightstick.
Not a nunchuck, but a nightstick.
We got a cookie sheet.
Oh, don't even get me started, because that's what the fucking Ninja Turtles did because of Meef's country taking the fucking nunchucks away from Michelangelo and giving him fucking tonfa. Fancy word for nightstick.
To be fair, one of the key players in one of the greatest Lucha Libre shows of all time, Lucha Underground, was Eric Van Wagenen, who portrayed a police officer who probably had a nightstick.
So it's canon.
And technically, tonfa are like sai. You're supposed to carry 2 of them.
Yeah, but look at this. Okay, speaking of 2, these are nipple clamps that come in, and you go like. No, these are
fuck dungeon.
These are the dog collars. They need a little work.
Those don't go over the neck, do they?
No, they don't. You have to rip the head off to do it. So they're not compatible with other toy lines. They don't open and close, and they don't go over the head. So you can only use them. You can use them with the AEW figures. You can rip the heads off.
You said dog collars. I thought you said Byron cock
Is that a
rings.
chain?
I gotcha. Okay.
These are way too big, dude. They would go all the way to the balls.
Guys, don't make this.
I could make a little leather thing. I could make a little leather thing.
You're going to make them out of leather?
I could make you a little leather collar.
They've got a real chain, though, which is kind of neat, but they kind of fuck the neck thing up because, like these accessories, they have 2 figures out right now. I know more are coming, but Penta's neck flaps don't really hold this all that well. When you try to put on his head, it makes it so it's hard to keep his head on. Phoenix wears it pretty well. You can put this on some AEW figures. The WWE figures, some of them have alternate heads that you can pull off and put these on. But yeah, it's these are kind of a mess. I'm a little disappointed they didn't have like something that can just connect around the neck, like a little tab with like a hole that you can, you know,
Or magnet.
you know what I mean.
It's still kind of cool.
Magnet would work pretty good, but then a magnet I can't just to describe it. Also, a sickle, straight up Mr. Pogo shit.
That's
which is
dope.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. A little thick on the blade. I think that's might be for safety reasons, even though these are marketed towards adults. It's actually very, very pointy. You could really hurt yourself if you put this in your eyes or dick.
What
hole.
happens if you swallow it?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm just trying to keep it out of my eyes and dick hole. So next, 4 strands of rubber barbed wire that have little like hooks and rings so you can connect them to different things. You can use them to wrap the weapons. These are kind of cool. They actually look like really good.
So you got the official Kenny Omega barbed wire. That's pretty dope.
No, that's actually coming later and is an actual item.
It actually is, isn't it?
We went over it last week.
And there's a barbed wire wrapped baseball bat,
Yes.
which is really cool because you can pull the barbed wire off of the bat, making both things completely useless. And let's see. There's also, speaking of useless,
Meef just made you a
Byron.
new leather collar.
Speaking of useless, they're not really useless. They're just a little weird. There's these alternate heads for Mass Republic logo masks. Okay. So you could put these on Phoenix or Pentagon and pretend they're like generic wrestlers that have very identifiable tattoos and costumes. Okay, look, I'm not going to shit on these too much because I really want them to do an MMMshow one, and they're actually really well done. See, they got the Master Public logo. They put like laces on it and stuff. And yes, we authorize you doing an MMMshow one. We
We gave him
authorize
the rights a long time ago. He can
Yeah,
use the
go
logo
ahead and
anytime he wants.
do like the podcasting starter kit set that with like a couple microphones with actual flags with that logo Jim's pointing to. And then like a masthead and then like a fleshlight. Baby Yoda green fleshlight.
You just need these accessories for a
So
little
when
entry
someone
cost.
tells us to go fuck ourselves, then we would have to use that, right? Is that what the implication is?
So that was the weapons packs. They're going right back into here. I have one more thing to show you guys.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What you got?
So that stuff was pretty badass, but check out this dick. No, okay.
You put Byron on the bun then.
A couple weeks ago, I introduced you to a friend of mine from Japan, and his name is the Great Muda. You know?
That's dope.
This is pretty amazing, right? Well, I
How
ordered
could
another
How
one.
could you top that, Casey?
Well, I ordered another one, and they both took 75 years to get here. Little less than those boss fight figures. And I got Minoru Suzuki with towel. Kaze Ninare. Look at this. Okay, look at the detailing on this. Okay, so you got his hair, right? Like, look at that nice hair.
Yeah.
I got a little mark from his
Excellent.
fucking towel on his face because they paint like shit. And then I got look at that face, that sneer, look, you got the towel with the Suzuki logo. You got those delicious milk dud like nipples right there. And he even has like the little red stripe on his trunks. They did their work, poor man has no ass. But one of the greatest wrestlers that ever lived, Minoru Suzuki. Look at that. Look,
That's pretty dope, dude. I'm going to give up for that. That's
this
pretty
is
dope.
like Minoru's watching you fuck. You know what I mean? Like, look at that eyebrow raise. Come on, The Rock can't do that. Look at that. Okay, so my friends, no, this is a great figure. He looks like he's like all of my other toys are scared of him already. I just took them out of the box and they're fucking jumping off shelves, trying to end their lives before he does it with the Gotch style pile driver. So I highly recommend it, especially if you have figures you don't like, like say you bought like the China figure just so you could get Rocco from, fucking Legion of Doom, he'll take care of that, but yeah, look
You got
at
Miss
this.
Elizabeth.
It's got the Suzuki gun.
He signed it. That's a signature, isn't it? Or is that the logo?
That's the logo. He did sign a limited amount of these, and me and Byron found out about that after they had all already sold out. And we would have had to ship them from Japan and all that. Good Smile Company, the company that makes these, they actually ship to the US. In 87 years, you'll have fucking gray ball hairs, gray nose hairs, everything. You'll get a figure and you'll be like, I remember them. They're long dead by this point, but they're pretty good. But Suzuki is forever. He's still alive.
Yeah. No, Good Smile is great. I ordered the replica IWGP.
Anybody hungry for some milk duds?
On that note, stay calm.
We have more stuff to do.
Penis.
Do we? What else do we have to do?
I don't know.
I can't think of another possible thing. Anybody else? Anything else they need to add?
Bye.
I'm going to come up with something.
No,
wow.
Usually it takes longer for you guys to let me to talk.
Okay, so Byron, what
AEW,
kind of
AEW, by the way, since NXT is gone, they had 1.2 million viewers last week, and this week they had like a touch over 1 million. They're doing great.
You know why?
Also, what's doing great is the Kushida Tay Conti.
No, fuck you. That's not what we're talking about.
They did great ratings as well.
Who else is doing great, Byron?
Penta.
God fucking damn it. Do I have a Penta impression, Byron?
Taz, Byron, Taz. Say the word
Hook,
Taz.
Hook, by the way, is out here just not even wearing sleeves on national TV, just recklessly. Imagine.
Shut the fuck up, Byron. Let me tell you something there, Byron Fever. Yeah, look at you. Oh, we got a whole full house over here. We got Meef Loft. We got the Outlaw. We got Jim Velasquez. Hey, listen. Hook is a Division I wrestler. And he's 6 feet tall and shredded. So I don't want to see you talk any shit about my son.
Where's he from?
He's from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, New York. And let me tell you something, Hangman Page, Ricky Starks might not have been able to, to hurt you in any way in 15 minutes. But you know what? Hook, one chop block, brother. One chop block, brother. And you were just another victim to the human machine. My Taz is a little off right now.
Where did Meef go?
So
let me tell you
next time.
Hey, hold on there, Justin. Let me tell you what Meef Loft went. You see, because he's got a naked mannequin behind him, And
we're gonna get kicked off YouTube because of that.
He went to go get some polish for those. Byron, can we give him the one?
Yeah, we can.
Stay calm and stay in the mix.
Penis.